Don't know how else to be. Look, I'm definitely juggling too many fucking things between having 3 cameras going. So I'm not really sure what is the best angle. But the thing is, I want to have everybody seen. So, like, you see Piggy, he's right here. And then he's also in the reflection. So, where would be a good spot? You see? Because, like, obviously, this is the back of his head. I don't know if I should do this. No. Because then if I turn his head around, you can see him in the back camera. So you can see the tripod set up right here. This is what I enjoy doing, okay? So, it is what it is. Alright, so the fucking thing that I was watching. You see? Because it's blocking his face. So, as much as I like having the mirror, you know why? I'm going to tell you. I wanted to do things in such a way where I'm looking at myself in the mirror instead of looking at the fucking phone. So I want to like start looking away from the camera. So maybe my audience might think that I'm being rude. But really it's more like, if I can use an analogy, sometimes I feel like an animal exhibit at a zoo, right? I'm in an enclosure and I'm just being myself, and just imagine that the cameras are my invisible cage. That's how I feel. So it's kind of like, from an artistic standpoint, I'm just like capturing my normal natural behavior. Because, like, okay, obviously, if I'm just interacting with my dolls, then I wouldn't have the fucking camera on. First of all, if this was a real, like, let's just say that I'm capturing this present moment in time. Let's see, I don't even know what time it is. It doesn't matter. But you know, I think this really frees me from worrying about my looks, right? Because you guys already know all the things that I'm insecure about. So, like, you know, when do I actually, like, look at them eye to eye? You know? I mean, yeah, I do spend time with them off camera. But you guys also know that I have so many fucking dolls, like, in storage, that it's like, it's basically impossible for me to interact with every single one of them every single fucking day. Right? So, like, let's just say if I was to go around and hug every spirit doll that I have, I would, just that action alone, it would take me a while to go through the whole troop. So, in this way, I guess you could say I'm being rude to the audience, but at the same time, it's more like, you know, I'm spending time with my spirit dolls. It's just, like a supervised. I don't know. Like, you know, obviously we have no privacy, right? Because everybody's watching how I interact with my dolls in real life. But obviously you wouldn't see that because, like, so, like, let's just say after I turn the cameras off, I'm like, you know, good job, guys. thanks for your help today. You know, so, like, you know, I'll just you know, kind of like a coach, is like giving my team a pep talk before the game, right? So the game would be when I turn the lights and cameras on, right? Lights, camera, action. So I'll just be like, okay, smile. So stuff like that. Anyways, I really just like having my hands free though, so it's really hard. Because, you know, obviously I need my hands because, you know, I do get, you know, thirsty and stuff. Okay, now that I got that out of the way, I did want to tell you guys that, you know, I've been watching a lot of random ass shit. And I think this guy's handle is, fuck, what the fuck is his name? Cam Kirkham or something like that. And I was watching a few of his videos. Look, the thing is, everybody's fucking on the commentary bandwagon, so I might as well jump on the train, right? Oh, look, see, this is what I mean. So either I'm gonna have the back of his head, I'm gonna be looking at the back of his head, or you're gonna look at the back of his head. Anyway, so with that creator I was just telling you guys about, the channel, first I stumbled on his stuff because I was obviously watching Wife Swap, and he was doing commentary on one of my favorite shows. And so after I watched, like, I think he was talking about the one episode where you had the damn, I don't even know these people's names, but the guy was like kind of a narcissist, like a gym rat, and he waxes his body and gives his wife money. So like his wife doesn't even have a bank account. And keep in mind, this is an old show, so back then I guess it was kind of more normal and not too abnormal to not have for a woman to be completely dependent on their husband, right? Different time, obviously. But after watching like maybe two of his commentary ones on Wife Swap, then I found he had like a, what is it? We Watch MILF Manor. And that was like a very interesting show. I've never even heard of the show until I saw his video. And let me just say, what did I just say about my beliefs? I think that the devil owns and controls the entertainment industry. So I honestly believe that. Whether you agree or disagree, I mean, you can comment. Look, I honestly don't feel comfortable telling people to comment. Because obviously, like, if I am doing a good job, then people will naturally comment on my fucking videos. Like, whether, like, if I incite some sort of reaction from people, and I know this, like, gets into like the rage bait thing, but like I'm simply being me, and if you don't like it, then you know you can go watch something else. Nobody's forcing you to watch my videos. But yeah, there are definitely quite a few people who think I'm off my meds or off my rocker, and I really don't give a fuck because, like I said, this is just like my own space to be me. To do something productive with my time, as opposed to, you know, just wasting away. I mean, we all do the doom scrolling thing, right? I'm telling you, I'm like binge watching some shows and stuff. Look, you have to excuse me because I got like 2 fucking cough drops in my mouth. I accidentally put 2 in my mouth instead of 1 because I had my hands full with them, obviously. And so two fell in my mouth. But yeah, so I was telling you guys that I feel like the devil runs the world, the entertainment industry. So I just feel like they want to rub things in your face because, like, obviously you've got stories coming out about, you know, the Epstein nonsense and Diddy. And basically, it's just kind of like, my interpretation is, like, the elite establish rules for the rest of us minions to follow. And meanwhile, they can just run buck wild and do whatever the fuck they want. It's, rules for you and not for me. So that's my feelings on that matter. And, this show completely supports my opinion, my belief. And because they're literally rubbing this shit in your faces. Like, in the entertainment industry, they're just showing you, like think about porn. Maybe you could be one of these, nuns and monks who are celibate and, live a very pure life and you don't sin. But for the rest of us, I'm pretty sure that you're either swapping fluids with somebody or at least jerking off in your free time. So, all I'm saying is, this show, MILF Manor. So if you don't know what the show is about, I think it's pretty self-explanatory in the title of the show. Now, I have to remind you, I've never heard of this fucking show until I stumbled on this guy's content. So he's got like six of his buddies all together, and they're all commenting on this show. So that's basically what I watched. I didn't watch the show itself. So I only learned about this show from watching his videos. And that was after watching the wife swap commentary. So I just feel like that show is super weird. And then the other point I was going to make is that if you do watch any adult stuff, porn sites, there's definitely, a whole category dedicated to MILFs, right? Moms I'd like to fuck. And this show is definitely super awkward, weird, but like that's the whole, theme, concept behind this show. It's entertainment. But it definitely puts a spotlight on, the awkwardness of real life situations because, let's face it, you see so many fucking news stories, headlines about whatever teacher going to jail for, assaulting a minor, right? This stuff really happens, so I mean, it's not a laughing matter, but this show is definitely bringing the whole incest. I'm even scared to say the word because I told you I already had a few videos deleted, age restricted, etc. So I just feel like I can't really say anything or do anything because, if I show too much, then I also get age restricted. You simply have to look through the mountain of content that I have, and you'll see I have a little bit risque stuff, sprinkled in there. But yeah, I mean, obviously, it's not of my own doing. It was YouTube that did it. I did not age restrict it. YouTube forced me to age. No, they age restricted my content for me. So, that makes me feel very paranoid, right? Another thing is, I thought I had this shit fucking verified, but then stupid YouTube came back at me and wanted me to verify again. They wanted me to send like a mini video or whatever, and I was like, oh, fuck this shit. So, because I'm pretty sure that it's probably violating, and you know what? I'm probably like giving myself away, and now you understand why I don't cross-reference any of my stuff. I mean, so you guys know that I have, 3 channels, or altogether 4, because one is on Rumble. And I'm definitely trying to juggle way too many fucking things. And 15 minutes is definitely more than enough time. But that show is really fucking weird. Weird is an understatement. If you've never seen a weird show, then and you're into that kind of thing, then that's a very interesting reality show for sure. I'm like drooling. Oh my god, stop this fucking camera.